Hey guys, it's the Craft Noobs here. Today we'll be making French macarons. Alright, so the ingredients we need are 2 room temperature egg whites. They don't have to be room temperature, but if they are, it's much easier to beat. 3/4 cup of almond meal. If you can't find almond meal, you can just use almonds and just like grind it up on your own in a food processor. And a cup of powdered sugar. And a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. Let's get started. Okay, for the first step, we need to get our almond meal and powdered sugar. And sift it. Alright, once you're done with that, give it a little stir and it should look a little something like this. Okay, so set that aside, and next we'll be mixing our egg whites. Alright, so another bowl, you're going to have to get your egg whites and beat it until it's nice and foamy. Alright, once it becomes foamy, it should look a little something like this. And at this point, you can add your granulated sugar a little bit at a time, like so. Continue this process until your granulated sugar is all gone. Okay, at this point, once you're done with that, your egg white should have a nice soft peak. This is completely optional, but you can add food coloring of your choice. Try using gel food coloring because it has a lesser chance of screwing up the egg white mixture. You can use water-based food coloring, but gel is much better. And in this case, I'll be using a few drops. Okay, and at this point, continue to mix until it has nice and stiff glossy peaks. Alright, after a couple minutes, your egg white should have a really stiff peak like this. Okay, so next you're going to have to add a bit of your almond mixture to the egg whites. Just a little bit at a time though. And be careful to fold your mixture. Don't stir it because you're going to ruin the whole entire consistency. Alright, so after a couple folds, the batter consistency should be somewhat thick. And next, you're going to have to spoon your mixture into a piping bag. You can use a Ziploc bag if you like, if you cannot find one in the house. Next, you're going to pipe out your macarons onto some parchment paper. Don't use wax paper, because if you do that, it's going to stick. So be sure you use parchment paper. Oops. Alright, and if you'd like, you can use a template underneath. I know it's kind of dirty, but sorry about that. If you use a template, it's going to be a lot neater, and it'll be much more easier to sandwich it that way. Of course, you can pipe out any other shape you'd like, but in this case, I'll be using circles. Okay, so after you pipe out all your macarons, slide out your template if you have one. And now, tap your pan against the table or the counter a couple times. Once you do this, you can flatten out the domes up here if you'd like. That's completely optional. And wait for about 30 minutes until until a shell forms. Okay, so it's been a while, so to test to see if they're ready, just lightly touch it, and if there's nothing sticking to your finger, then it's ready. So put it into your oven for 315 degrees Fahrenheit or 160 degrees Celsius for 10 through 15 minutes. It depends on your oven. After they're done baking, let them cool completely, and after that you can fill them with whatever thing you like jam or like ganache, and in this case I just use regular frosting. And you could put the filling inside by either piping it, or you could spread it, and the end result will look like this. So continue to do this with the rest of the macarons until you have a whole plate full of them. Okay, so I piped all of my other macarons, and this is what it looks like. Alright, so we're done. So thank you for watching, and if you like our videos, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and more videos will be coming up.